Who is it? Come on in. Come on in. Wipe your foot off at the door. I'd like to welcome you to the Raptalk show. Yeah. Raptalk motivation, the inspiration, the conversation. And the thesis of these pieces today is the real reason most people quit when they're close to winning. Yeah. We're gonna get into a couple of written pieces, and of course I might freestyle a couple. It's all part of the hustle. But we're beyond hustling though. You know, we do this with structure. This is all about business. This is all about having real intent, knowing that it's meant, you know. And I know it may sound crazy because you might be thinking like, damn, how can somebody quit, right before they win, And see, the key is most people don't know when they're about to win, but things can get frustrating and people just give up, not knowing how close they were. If they just would have stayed the course and just stayed in the fight just a little bit longer, they probably will achieve. That's if you believe, That's where we at with it. The real reason is most are uncertain and they don't got patience. They don't have faith. They don't have will and understanding. And understand that it's a process. You gotta trust the process. You gotta trust the journey. I told you that. I told you to enjoy the journey and the things that, how the leaves come before the trees. Don't forget the roots. Remember I told you that? How everything had its beginning. That's what we learned as a youth. Yeah. Rap talk. Get into it. Even more. Now, as a kid, I spent a lot of time alone. Just me and my imagination. But you see, as I grew older and met more people, I slowly started thinking with limitations. Now, just because they tried, failed, and didn't excel, that don't mean that you shouldn't dream, settle for simple things, and grow old with the same story to tell. Cause see, as a man, you gotta work. Sometimes get down in the dirt. Have tough skin, opinions hurt, but most importantly, you gotta keep God first. And stop thinking in reverse. You see, that's why the past is the past. See, that's why legs move forward, not backwards. See, everything's temporary, nothing lasts. But you can't be afraid to dream. Gotta think outside the box. Know your worth, never settle for what you believe. Realize what that means, and that is to never stop. Cause see, we all here for a reason. Everybody is the author of their own truth. But you see, what's more important is the lies and distortion that some being selling to the youth. Cause see, you can be who you want. Time, place, position. Just keep your eye on the journey and don't forget the mission. Pay attention to your vision. Even if it gets blurry, you'll get your credit in the end. Just keep in mind that this is your story. So never be afraid to dream. Just don't stop while the world keep moving. Baby steps. Long as you ain't where you were yesterday, ain't nobody losing, you improving. See, this is a movement. You the Malcolm and the Martin. And anytime you about to stop, just keep in mind why you started. So never be afraid to dream. Around the corner is your breakthrough. Never be afraid to dream. Watch where God and self-confidence takes you. You hear me? Sincerely yours truly, Raptalk. Yeah, that's where we at with it. That's how we did it and staying committed. Never be afraid to dream. Never give up. Worship to my hood niggas. Why is they forcing you to be hard? Question. Another question. What's up with all this tough talk? Selling fake images. So you supposed to be a player in the game, but you on the sideline looking like you don't even know what a scrimmage is. You see, it's similar to practice. Like when you practice dodging real substance in your music and interviews. See, let's talk about the change and the growth. Cause see, I ain't influenced about them jail cells or by them jail cells you done been into. Or what you finna do. Although I'm only gonna respect you for the last thing that you did. Cause see, I'm on my grown man now, and half the stuff y'all talking about shit, nigga, we getting dead as kids. And it stayed there. Fool, I got bills to pay. Kids to raise, and the messages saying y'all fake ass tough guys is in my way. Shooting in crowds, talking loud just to get a little bit of attention. You see, it's some locked up forever off just one mistake that ain't never coming home, and you could be next, but you don't even think about the prevention. The invention of these ghettos and projects is a project. And our TV got you scared to go outside, and to our kids we passing down this nonsense. Dumbing down our views to confuse our angle and focus. Seeing the white community is white on white crime, but they just want you to hate your own people. See, take a look around, haven't you noticed? You see, I'm just like you, my brother. So when you see me, put down your guard. Love yourself and I love you too. Now ask yourself the question. Why is they forcing you to be hard? Why is they forcing you to be hard? Something to think about. Raptalk. Keep it moving. You know, sometimes you gotta step out on faith. Real talk. And see, that's part of the reason why people quit also, because they don't have that strength and that faith to understand that what tomorrow could bring. Listen to me. Question. How long you been in that rut? Mad as hell Sunday evening, Monday morning, punching in, not giving a fuck. Stuck inside a maze. Afraid to chase your goals because you mentally a slave to corporate offices. Paychecks got you behind, but you thinking you can handle it. Dealing with work assholes, ass kissers, and micromanagement. But see, I'm from the streets. Detroit, that is. And getting rid of drugs was more than just a hustle. Cause see, it taught self-discipline and mind reading skills to read people and stay worried of oncoming trouble. As the money double, But never mind that. Let's talk about Uncle Sam steady taking my taxes. You see, I'm putting in overtime trying to get over this hump while I bend over backwards. And that's kingpin shit. And they got you trained to do it each week, Monday through Friday. Don't even think about the outside world. Dedicate your time. That ass belong to me. Now is this your future? In the past, did you think that this would be your present? If you don't work for your goals, then you gonna work for someone else. Just let that marinate. Think about that for a second. Cause see, you was created with a purpose. Find yourself because you lost. Work for yourself just like you do for others. Just remember that thought there. Boss. Raptalk. Stepping out on faith in the perfect place. That's something we can't escape. Wish we can erase the hate and make decisions today for tomorrow. No money needs to be borrowed, loans on homes and car payments, arraignments in the court system, tickets being paid, the structure being laid out for us to try to evade. And they scave the payment every day because the payments they need with so much greed. But we still find a way to succeed. Doing what we need is a must. So in God we trust. Freestyle, I don't give a fuck. Guess what? We step out on faith. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we step out on faith. That's where we at with it. Raptalk. The real reason people quit. You shouldn't quit at all. You're this close to winning. Even in the beginning when you didn't know what was gonna be the outcome. You still was working, right? You still was grinding, right? You just got more aim now. You know, you gotta focus now a little bit more, that's all. Because when you get in this shit, you get deep in it. Sometimes you gotta calculate it. Wait a minute. Plot your next moves. And those moves are for you, remember that. Everybody ain't gotta have the knowledge and everything that you got, you know? Although sharing is caring, but sometimes that gift was given to you and you gotta stay on that. Feel me? And I want you to realize that it's okay to work hard, build in silence, right? Consistency is key. Set yourself free. Ain't no age limit on success, and it's subjective. You determine what it could be. You see, the goal ain't always to be famous, rich, or known. You see, some of us just love what we do, want to spread a message, influence, be compensated, and come back home. Am I wrong? You see, the weak is in competition to do it for the public. I knew my words was gonna open up doors before I even touched it. Why? That's cause me and God discussed it. He said, put in work just to improve. Stop giving free assets, putting energy in all the wrong places and telling people your next moves. He said, I got you. Work hard, build in silence. Take a break, fall back from people, whatever you need, I can provide it. Meditate to them songs. Keep writing them poems. Keep building relationships, touching souls whenever you perform. And as I carry on, look at the response that I get. All this love was unrewarded in public for what I did in private. Work hard, build in silence. Raptalk. Let it breathe. We're gonna let this breathe a little bit and rant a little bit, you know? Because not knowing what tomorrow brings can have us so confused, you know? Because we all live in that moment, especially when we want it, you know? When we want something out of life and we just working and trying our best just to see results day by day, you know? You see, results can make somebody work a little bit more when you heavy in it, when you deep in it, and when you see a little bit of progress. It's kind of like when you go to the gym and you know you've been working out, and then you just having to just all of a sudden just look up one day and see a little curve in your muscle or something, or you just start glowing a little bit and thinking to yourself like, oh, okay, I see the pecs coming in, you start moving with a little bit more confidence, and it makes you want to do a little bit more, things like that. So just imagine how it feels when we living in a world where everybody, I ain't gonna say everybody, but a lot of people just, moving blindly and not seeing results. That can be very, very frustrating, and I get it. But you have to realize that over time, doing something, sometimes it may take a little longer, and you can be so closer to the results if you just stay in it, So don't worry about how close you are to winning. Just know you're close because you didn't stop. You feel me? Let's talk about that entitlement now. That's something I don't like. I really don't. There's a lot of people in this world who feel that playing victim is going to get them somewhere. Listen to me. Now, if I don't agree with you, that don't mean that I'm right and that you wrong. You see, the disconnect and the lines of communication and disagreement, sadly enough, is what keeps the world moving on. And now that I think about it, fuck your opinions. Fuck your observations. Cause see, when you don't know the full story, it's easy to sit on the sideline watching the judge making. We all need help. But you happy to alone and say that you did it. You see, some people's sacrifices is bigger than yours, but you took the easy way out, bullshitted and quit it. Don't compare my story to yours. Please don't. I guess this the part of the piece where I fabricate growing up in the hood and how it's fucked up and hard. But you see, if we wasn't given a title poor niggas, we probably would think large. And if you think about it, we once was kings and queens, but where the knowledge went. And now we all want to be victims. Out here on bullshit. And looking for entitlement. And I don't like that, y'all. I don't like it. I don't like it. Entitlement. You ever thought to yourself that God probably just wants you to stay calm? Let's talk about it. Because he probably do. The pressure is tense. My palms are condensed. Stay calm. I realized my moment was meant. I feel something coming, I gotta stay strong, stay calm. But I wonder why it takes so long. I wrote my plan, I took my steps, stay calm. Maybe it wasn't supposed to happen just yet. Yeah. You see, the hustlers hustle and the dealers, they ball. Stay calm. I was told quick rise, quick fall. You see, my lifespan is subtracting, but my words are in action. Stay calm. I feel like I'm about to divide this fraction. You see, it's all inside and God want me to do it. My talents are premeditated and God want me to use it. Let me say that again. You see, it's all inside and God want you to do it. Your talents are premeditated and God wants you to use it. He said, after all of that, the things he's given you and the things you've seen and in between, how about all he ever wanted for you to do was to stay calm? Stay calm. I know I'm from Detroit, right? And they say, my city's in a crisis. Shouldn't be like this. $1 million churches, but the hood ain't righteous. I write this kind of piece with Kwame in mind. Would the media destroy him if he wasn't my kind? Because a few years ago, you know, he was praised. Many was afraid just because of his age. Front page, every issue, it's another scandal. The city got a budget that the mayor can't handle. The system would never tell the truth to the world, so let's just admit it. And there'll never be another Coleman Young, so forget it. Got these people in disguise telling lies and stories. $1 million condos that ain't built for me. Seem like the end of Black Detroit is getting closer and closer. All the whites moving back trying to change my culture. They think we all foolish pimps and hoes. But fuck the man, fuck the system, put yourself in control, you know? They say, what up, Detroit? You know, I was around for that time when it was Detroit versus everybody. I saw how they shit on our city council. I saw the Dateline specials of how bad it was and how many vacant houses and all that shit, and nobody should go there. Now look. They say. Where my believers at? Come on. Where my believers at? Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Off top. The real reason most people quit when they close to winning, they ain't no believers. That's why. Not no real believers like this. Cause I feel it. I know it can happen. I pray, I work. My thoughts have turned to actions. I believe in meditation. I believe in me. When belief is low, I talk to God. You see, I walk through the dark with my wisdom seeing light. I made it through the struggle because I had belief in the fight. And I jumped in the water with the thoughts of sink or swim. No, I take that back. My thoughts were swim, swim, swim. And I made it. And I made it because I had belief. I made it, my people. Why? For only one reason. Because my strength runs deep. The believer. Raptalk. Yeah. The believer, baby. Yeah. That's where we at with it. Raptalk. Please keep working. No thing in life is for certain. It's stuff the ending. And even when it do end, it's gonna keep on going. Think about that. Oh, we tapping in today, baby. Touching souls, growing old. Inner ability. Let's talk about it. Straight up. I grew up in the dirt, so I'm hurt by the pain. Strain on my brain just to stay in my lane. And it's a thin one. Murders, then some. Detroit is where I'm from. You either victor or the victim. And this shit's dumb. This movie running with no edits. And I'm telling the story, so in the end, I want my credits. I bet it's gonna end just the way that it all started. The good and evil struggle. Demons being outsmarted. You see, I'm scared of my thoughts. That's why I spend time alone. And if I knew the truth about heaven, would have been went home. Instead, I'm in a zone. Tears mixed with sweat. Stumbling on regrets, need to make next steps. Let me say that again. Instead, I'm in a zone. Tears mixed with sweat. Stumbling on regrets, need to make next steps. You see, death can't be told from a soul that's alive. Reading the books of the Bible, hope I learned some surprise. Somehow we all try to please God and fell short. But He still lifts us up when we need that support. The support of love. Yeah. You hear me? That's that inner ability. That's that tapping in. That's that believing. I say we all try to please God and fell short. But He still lifts us up when we need that support. The support of love and understanding. Raptalk. The inner ability, y'all. That's where we at with it. Staying committed. Somehow we did it. Uh. New level, new devil. When positivity is in the making, here comes the distractions. Fake snakes, diluted convos with offbeat interactions. One can feel it. That's why I shut it down to conceal it. Don't try to drown me in your pain. I got problems of my own and I'm just being the realist. See, I meditate a lot. Shut down my system and absorb. Look at myself from the outside in, but still concentrate on one accord. Talk to me, Lord. Why they think words can hold back my progressions? When I use words to channel minds, flow through times and perfect and protect my imperfections. A sin is a sin. A crime is a crime. A dream is a dream, and these devil in disguise ain't stopping mine. See, it's showtime, and I'm passing out popcorn and telling their asses to have a seat. You see, a positive attitude and hard work ethic is something that they just can't defeat. You see, some scared of confidence want to keep us closed inside a box. Limit us to liquor stores and churches. When can we see the real God inside and break these slavery locks? This is not only a test. It's going to happen because you special. And life is step by step, right? So remember that. New level, new devil. Yeah. That's where we at with it. Always remember that. New level, new devil. Raptalk. The real reason most people quit when they close to winning. It's because they don't see the ending or believe. Keep working, my nigga. You got this. Raptalk.